and keeping a long drive going.
2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's Walker.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chargers of San Diego.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
75 yards.
And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10.
At their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Boy, so great to see the NFL back in San Diego. Remember, of course, the Chargers left following the 2016 season. So it's been a little while, but the folks here, they certainly never wavered in their hopes, their desires that they would get another shot at NFL football here in San Diego. And now that day is here.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Herbert on 3rd down now.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
40 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Herbert. Flush to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the Chargers 41-yard line.
2nd and 15. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw again.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Again, it's Walker.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 2nd down and 4. Running right, here's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and 5. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith-Njigba
From 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 3.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down now, but that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Herbert.
Open man downfield is Davis.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Herbert on first down now.
That is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try to run this one in. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Darius Davis
From 8 yards out.
and the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is caught. It's Davis.
He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes.
He stiff arms him. Touchdown!
Darius Davis.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career. So that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Now Samuel.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
hands it off out of the gun.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll go with a keeper.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Walker with another carry. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And running with power here.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On second down, here's Herbert.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And now here's a carry heading left. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Herbert. It's caught by Davis.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Herbert.
Powering forward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert.
just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And his kick is indeed good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are on time. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And going right back to Walker.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Here comes 2nd down. Now they'll audible to something else.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
And they take a knee. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
It's a quarterback sneak. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between